what you can do, Kelly, is you can lower the marginal rate, the 10% marginal rate, from 10 to 8.6% on all Americans paying income taxes, and it would be revenue neutral, and it'll also be very pro-growth. So again, we're going to continue to fund infrastructure, but the question is, are we going to pay for it? This would be a long-term solution.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get to Larry Kudlow on that and more in a second, but we want to hear from you. Is President Obama handling Islamic terror properly, in your opinion? Go to newsmax.com/polls, newsmax.com/polls, and vote now. Now, Larry Kudlow, CNBC senior contributor and radio host of the Larry Kudlow Show on Cumulus Radio. And Larry, that was Bob Corker. First of all, welcome back. Happy New Year and all that.
Thank you, Steve. You know, regarding Senator Corker, who is a friend, I'm afraid I completely disagree with him.
He wants to raise the gas tax.
Right. I call it Corker's folly. I mean, I don't know why. Let's just start with this political point. Why would a bunch of Republicans, including Mr. Corker, but also including John Thune, and also including Inhofe from Oklahoma, why would they lead the first couple days of the new Republican Senate era with a gas tax hike? I mean, middle-class America, motorists, truck drivers finally are getting a break in life with slashing the, gas taxes are coming down, diesel taxes are coming down, diesel prices are coming down. Why go there? Why not talk about growth and opportunities and reforming government and tax reform and a whole variety of things that would have an optimistic view? It just didn't make any sense to me at all.
No, it makes absolutely no sense politically speaking and in reality. I mean, the price of gas at the pump is eventually going to go back up one day. I mean, just because the price is down now, it doesn't mean you say, well, let's raise it.
Right. You see, what GOP people should be doing. Look, the estimates here are, over the next 20 years, you're going to need $1 trillion in additional revenue to fix the interstate highway system alone, just the interstate highway system. That was Eisenhower's original bill. So you're going to have to go back to some kind of toll road, some kind of easy pass, some kind of user fee. You can't penalize everybody at the gasoline pump. That's point number one. Point number two, the whole highway trust fund has to be reformed. What they've done in the last several decades is raise gasoline taxes to finance various urban mass transit programs, high-speed trains to nowhere, bus lines, museums, parks, bike paths, and a whole variety of things. So I'm waiting for them to come up with a total reform plan that devolves most of these responsibilities to the states.
Right.
If Jerry Brown wants a $100 billion high-speed bullet train to nowhere, if he wants that, then let the Californians vote for it. Don't make the rest of the country pay for it.
And then the trust fund, if you took, as you point out in your piece, if you took all that out of it, the trust fund would actually be very solvent.
That's correct. That is absolutely correct. They probably have to do some inflation indexing over the next 10 or 20 years, but that is exactly right. You see, the other part about this is, look, let the private sector engage here. See, that's why I like toll roads. We had, like, Mitch Daniels, Governor Daniels of Indiana, the private toll roads that he created in the state of Indiana. Why not look to public-private partnerships at the state level? Why not look to having people paying the tolls for these roads? It's not a free lunch, and the states have got to be given a more active, 10th Amendment federal role here to make this any sense at all.
No, you're absolutely right. One other thing, we have food stamp beneficiaries, 46 million plus for 38 straight months. And I read a story where Hillary is now ready to embrace Obama's economy. Let her embrace it, because the people out there know it's not a good economy. It's better, but it's not good.
That is correct. I mean, we've had a couple of good quarters because the gasoline tax has fallen. I acknowledge that. That's basically what's going on. Look, this on the food stamp point and a variety of other smaller entitlements related to welfare, disability insurance, unemployment insurance. We need reform. Paul Ryan has the right idea. We have to have incentives in the system. and we have to make sure that we're not paying people not to work.
Right.
Under both Bush and Obama, eligibility requirements have been widened, time limits have been increased. This runs against the Bill Clinton reforms of the mid-1990s. So why pay people not to work? Obamacare is a perfect example.
Yeah, Larry, you're absolutely right. I don't have any more time, but you're absolutely right. That is a perfect example of what you're talking about. Hey, listen, all the best to you, sir. Thanks for coming on. Really appreciate it. Look forward to next time.
Thank you very much.
Larry Kudlow, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only. Up next, the founder and editor and publisher of AtlasShrugs.com, Pamela Geller. She has exclusive information about what went on in that kosher market in France, and it's not pretty.